Hi everyone and welcome to my God of War 3 Remastered Edition No Great Run playthrough. We are on part 14. This is probably going to be all of Hera's Garden, which is an entire part made up on puzzles. Almost no battles, except the most annoying battle in the game, the two satyrs, that I'm going to really do something that I don't usually do, and when we get to it you're going to see me. So here we are testing the magic of the Nemesis Whip. At the time of this video, I have already beaten Scorpius, as I mentioned before. It will be featured in part 16. That means in the next part, in part 15, we'll be having the 7 Minotaur fights. The 7 Minotaur fight, which is one of the hardest parts in the game, to be sure, at least for an upgrade run. Not really that hard as others, I would say, but it's a really fun fight. One of the funnest fights in the game. So that's gonna be part 15, exclusively all the Minotaur battle. And then part 16 is going to be the boss battle against Scorpius, in which a couple of curious things are going to happen. Now that we have closed in a little more on the battle, I can speak with more detail. I've already ranted on how much I hate that fucking battle, how much of the battle is not on your hands but is on luck, and all you can do is minimize it. All you can do in that fight is minimize the chance to die. That's how life is, right? that's kind of like a life lesson, because really just random shit happens, and the best that you can try to do is to minimize your early death, right? But we do succeed in the Scorpius battle, as we do in life sometimes. But success is a rather perspective kind of thing. So let's just leave the life analogy at that. So as I was saying, there's just a lot of random shit that can hit you. That video, Scorpius, is going to be a full guide. I'm sure there are a lot of people talking about Scorpius, and a lot of guys already talking about Scorpius. I really recommend the one on Big Benedict's channel, as I always do, in his Upgrade Run Plus. And I'm going to do an explanation of the battle. I'm going to give you the best positions to stand, the best actions to take, the amount of hits that you need to do, how to deal with the little scorpions that are probably the most annoying thing in the battle, even though the one-shots from the boss are also rage-inducing. I'm going to give you all the little fucking details of that battle, so you can minimize your chances to die if you're doing something like this, or if you're struggling on it in chaos mode, or even other difficulties. I mean, one struggles in different difficulties until he gets better, right? That's the nature of a good gamer. I mean, when that's the thing. Everyone can do this. It's just practice. It's just dedication and practice. If you dedicate your time to get better at a game, even if you start from nothing, from not knowing how to play, with a lot of practice, you'll end up being a really good player. Now, there is a huge difference, in my opinion. You can agree or you can disagree, but I'm going to put it like this: So here's the, excuse me, for a moment, this is not this, I almost opened it. This chest is a relic, the Daedalus relic. We're gonna be grabbing 2 relics in this video. We're gonna be grabbing this one, and we're gonna be grabbing the one in Hera's garden. So and the Hera's garden is actually necessary to progress through the game. So when we grab the Hera's garden, we should get a trophy. It's not gonna appear here because I already did it in Titan difficulty. But if you're following this guide, or you're wondering when the trophy pops up, it's actually right after you grab the Hera's chalice. So yeah, I was talking about skill in video games. So you see all these pro gamers on YouTube that play a game so well, and you wonder, man, how can you do that? Now I'm going to explain the difference, at least on my mind, that exists between a really good player, a really skilled player, there's the chalice, and a godly player, a player that you can never, even with practicing, you can never achieve the same ability as he has. And that, in my mind, exists, and it's an actual difference. So here you can see the actual power of this Nemean claws. I mean, claws? What? The Nemean cestus. It hits like a truck. It has to hit harder than the Blaze of Exile. It has to. So there we go. Well, now we're approaching the Satyr fight, and I'm fucking tired of skipping the checkpoint back there, so that's why I skipped this entire part, and I skipped the fight also. And I know I might get people ranting, but I was so fucking tired of failing this battle just because we are in a fucking hallway, so I did this. It actually came rather as a surprise. I was not hesitant on if I'm going to do this, but I said, what the fuck? This is a valid strategy, guys. This is a really valid strategy. You don't have to do all the battles in this game, and that's a skippable battle. And it's a really annoying one, especially for an upgrade run. 2 hits kill me of that, guys, and the checkpoint was one of the most horrendous checkpoints that I've ever seen in a video game. So that's it. That's my resolution for that battle. And if you think of me like cheap because I skipped that battle, you're gonna see what the fuck am I what the fuck am I going to face in the Scorpius battle, what I'm going to face in the Minotaur battle, in a huge fucking fight that comes after the Scorpius, in the Cerberus breeder. So really, if you think of me cheap, that's totally the right to have your opinion, but I was just annoyed the hell out of that fucking checkpoint. So continuing on with the skill, I think like it's the same as and here I just stumbled around because I didn't remember exactly if there was needed another cutscene or not, but there, for now is what we need to do. So since this is all really boring because it's puzzle solving, I'm going to talk about the difference between godly players who are on a whole different fucking level, and players who can reach a pretty good level, but not that one. And for me, it's simple. It's kind of like being born with the gift of singing with a beautiful voice. It's just the same with video games. It's another kind of gift because you are given the I'm sure it has to do with eye-to-hand coordination and some chemical difference in the brain that makes you fight faster, learn faster, and see things differently. It actually makes you better at video games. And it has to be a gift, because I've seen people defeating games that are super hard, and like Devil May Cry 3 no damage run on Dante Must Die difficulty. And do you know how hard it can be? That's insane. That's a whole level of insane. And if I would try something like that, if I would say, okay, I'm going to do a no damage of Devil May Cry 3 Dante Must Die, I don't think I will be able to do it. I think I will go insane before doing it. I think I will go so mad and so fucking crazy of dying so fucking much, of making through almost an entire level to receive a fucking hit. You know, or the people that S rank the Devil May Cries and receive no damage. It's just really incredible for me. The difference. There is a difference there. There is people who are, for example, I couldn't defeat Dark Souls 2. I couldn't defeat the final DLC boss, the Crown of the Ivory King, on Soul Level 1, and I realized that I maybe could someday if I practice a lot, but the thing is, it's so fucking annoying. And that is actually a no damage fight, because if you receive any kind of damage, you're dead. But the thing is this: it's so fucking annoying trying to win, trying to get no damage. It takes so long for the actual boss to appear, and then one shot you to death, that to perfect that battle it will take so much time and dedication that it will actually drive me insane. I mean, I have a limit. I have a limit in my ability to learn a game and perfect it, and have the patience to achieve that godly, insurmountable level of where you go through the game without getting damage at all, when you know every crook and cranny. The thing is, that's not fun to me. That's the difference. That's the real difference. There are people in this world that believe that receiving, doing games on no damage specifications are fun. I'm not judging at all, but there are people in this world that found fun in doing no damage runs, and I watch those videos because I love them. But I cannot do it. I don't have the patience. I never had. I never was a man of too much patience, even though that might sound strange coming from a gamer, which, well, nowadays you have to have fucking patience, but I never was good with patience, and Hero rotating the fucking thing on the other side. Marvelous. So, yeah. So the thing is, first, I actually don't think I can achieve that level of greatness that so many other players have. Not even with all the dedication and patience in the world, because I just don't have it. I know I can get to play games on the hardest difficulty. I can get good at it. I can survive through them and have fun playing it. But I cannot do a no damage or super restrictive run. For example, this run is still fun for me. I'm having a blast with this run. And at the same time, it's the most difficult thing I've done with God of War, no doubt. Maybe it's the most difficult thing I've done, period. If if we take in account that fucking Scorpius battle and the Cerberus breeder, that I'm not even going to talk about it yet. But yeah, maybe it's the most difficult thing I've done, but I'm still having a blast. I'm still having so much fun. And here I'm putting the pedestal again. Oh no, there we go. Is it on the other way? Yeah, again putting it. Jesus fucking Christ. I hate puzzles. When I'm not playing a graphic adventure that I like, in an action game, I hate puzzles. I just hate them. So yeah, I just don't have the patience. I just don't have the dedication. I love video games, but I just don't have the dedication to do a no damage run. I will go insane before it. Insane not because it will drive me crazy, or because maybe I can't do it, but just because I won't do it. I don't want to do it. I find it not fun. When I find something not fun, and that's something in my early videos in this channel, I must have stated it's in some of them. I have a lot of videos that are not commented, and I'm going to try to do commented videos more and more. But in some of my earliest commented videos, I have said that this channel, I said what this channel was going to be, me playing on hardest difficulty or with the hardest difficulty and limitations, any video game that I like. And when I said that I liked, I also included, if I'm not having fun with the game, if I don't have fun with the game, I'm not gonna cover it. If I don't like the game and I don't have fun with it, I'm just not going to cover it. I'm not going to cover all the games that come out. A lot of games come out that I'm not even going to cover. A lot of fighting games are going to come out that I'm not going to cover. Street Fighter, for example. I'm not going to cover Need for Speed. I'm not going to cover Hitman. I'm not going to cover Return of the Tomb Raider. Besides that fucking exclusivity deal, sorry, made me really mad. So I'm not going to cover it even for PC, and much less for PlayStation 4. So and that basically, I'm not going to cover a lot of games. I'm going to cover the games that I already said. I'm going to cover Uncharted 3, which I already pre-ordered. I'm going to play it on the new hardest difficulty that I don't know how it's named. When I know, I'll say it in some video. It's going to be full guides of the 3 games, so that's going to be really fun. I'm going to cover Metal Gear 5, The Phantom Pain. I'm going to first do all the main missions, and then I'm probably going to do an S rank of all the missions, even the side missions. And what else am I going to cover this year? I'm not going to cover Fallout 4, not because I'm not going to play it, but probably because it's a hard game to cover. It's an open world, and I don't really like covering open worlds, even though I covered Witcher 3, but I didn't do the playthrough. As you notice, the playthrough got cancelled, let's just say. So yeah, I think I made my point, guys. This has been Hera's Garden, and we're going to see the Minotaur boss fight in the next video, and then Scorpius. So thanks a lot for watching, and take care.